Our next question comes from Rob.
Hello, Paula. I've been an avid listener of ChooseFi and Afford Anything since 2018, and I'm truly grateful for the wealth of knowledge I've gained from your podcasts. Your insight into index fund investing, retirement accounts, the 3 or 4% rule, and asset allocation have been invaluable to me and many listeners. In particular, your guidance answering my question on your podcast in 2019 about the ideal percentage split between real estate and Vanguard's VTI index fund for a full-time real estate investor and broker like myself really shaped my financial strategy since it was the only place I've ever found an answer to that question in financial media. I currently have a net worth in excess of $10 million comprised of vacation rentals, apartments by the beach in San Diego, and VTI. And my income as a full-time real estate broker and consultant focusing on ultra-high net worth investors varies between $250,000 and $1 million per year. This year, I'm having a record year, and my income is substantially in excess of $900,000. And passive income from real estate investments was in excess of $250,000. So that really compelled me to look for additional tax savings this year by buying another apartment building for bonus depreciation to offset income. I diligently have been working towards achieving a 50-50 balance between VTI and real estate equity from 2017 to 2020. However, with the introduction of bonus depreciation and cost seg opportunities with the 2017 Tax Cut Jobs Act that allowed for 100% bonus depreciation for full-time real estate professionals, I expanded my real estate portfolio significantly in 2020 and 2021. After that, I was trying to get back to or close to 50-50, although now I'm going to be going far towards the real estate direction again by closing on a new apartment building for that additional bonus depreciation to offset income. This strategic shift means veering away from my targeted asset allocation, and I want your thoughts on that for achieving the tax savings. Obviously, in order to pay cash for this apartment building, I need to sell off VTI. That's where all my money is. That's not in real estate, which means selling $2.1 million in VTI. This would further skew my asset allocation towards real estate, deviating from my preferred asset allocation and goal of 50-50 split. The property is located in a prime coastal neighborhood close to the ocean in San Diego and offers over $700,000 in upside after remodeling. It's a trust sale, and it's being purchased by me significantly under the market value with an opportunity to add ADUs for additional income. The acquisition aligns with my professional experience and expertise, offers substantial tax benefits through the cost seg study, and I really need it this year with my income. I'm curious if that's something you would do as well, or would you just focus on maintaining the 50-50 asset allocation and pay the taxes?
Rob, thank you for the question. Congratulations on everything you've built. That's incredible. And also, thank you for being such a longtime listener to this show, to ChooseFi. You've clearly been in the FIRE community for a very long time. And I think your story, your example really goes to show what a dedication to FIRE can do for a person's net worth and their wealth and their financial security. So big congrats to you. To your question, is this particular purchase a good idea? And obviously, I haven't done an exhaustive run of the numbers of this particular property, but from what you've told me, right, assuming that you're modeling this out correctly, it sounds as though even if there were no tax savings, it sounds as though in a hypothetical world with no tax savings, this sounds like a good investment based on what you've told me. Now, I'm not definitively stating that it is a good investment. I, of course, want you to run the spreadsheet really well and do the due diligence really well. As you know, this is your professional expertise. You know that already. But assuming that this is a really like a fantastic investment, which, you know, it's under market value, you can add ADUs, it has a lot of upside, it's in a prime area. This sounds like a great investment, even if in a hypothetical world there were no tax savings involved. And if that's the case, then it sounds like a great idea to go into this investment. Now, separate from that, you know, the one hesitation with going into this investment is, but it will pull me off of my ideal asset allocation. And I think that That's okay. Sometimes straying from your ideal asset allocation for the sake of pursuing a great opportunity, go for it. Go for it. You can always reallocate back to your ideal asset allocation. You can always reallocate back into VTI later as you increase your cash flow and then use that cash flow to rebuild your VTI coffers. Let's imagine that that tax question didn't exist. If in a hypothetical world where taxes were not an issue, if you would still get this investment in that world, then do it. Because then you know that you're not letting the tax tail wag the decision dog. If you would make the same decision even in a world where taxes weren't an issue, go for it. And it sounds like with the ADUs, with the fact that you're getting this under market value, sounds like there's a lot to this particular property that's worth pursuing.
The reason I like that, Paula, is because for any investor, leading with what you know and then diversifying around it is a fantastic strategy. And I'll give you a different example. Like Rob clearly knows what he's talking about when it comes to these real estate investments. He knows the lay of the land. He knows exactly what he's getting into. He knows how to do his due diligence. I only heard Rob's 3-minute question, but I think that even from that, I get the feeling that the chance of him stepping in it because he missed a step is not going to happen when it comes to real estate.
Right.
I had a client who invested with his dad in a herd of cattle, which sounds ridiculous to 90% of us. Like, why would a financial planner say it's okay to invest in cattle? You know why? Because he and his dad knew every single thing that could go wrong with those cattle. And he could very easily crank out a 14% rate of return, full well knowing all the problems that could make it so there wasn't a 14% return. I still recommended diversifying around that. And he did a great diversified portfolio, but he led, Paula, with cattle, which is something I wouldn't tell you to do or me to do. But for Brian, it was the perfect thing. So I do like that, leading with what he knows. And also the main reason for his question is he knows he might be stepping in it by going, you know what, I'm going over my allocation here, but I really think I got a winner.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm with you. I would totally do this. I would totally do it.